Hey everyone, it's William here at Allegory Gallery, and we're vertical today. This was not the intention, but this is what's happening. So I don't know why, but our StreamYard, our platform that we stream on, when I try to go horizontal, is really terrible. It's showing me. It's actually not showing most of my face. It's putting my, we usually have things across the top of the screen and the bottom of the screen. It's putting those in wild places. So I don't know if it would actually come across that way to you all, but I didn't want to take the chance. So we're vertical today. And we are, looks like we're okay on YouTube. It looks like we're okay on Instagram, and I think we're okay on Facebook. So that's what we're doing today. That's what we're doing today. It's going to be a vertical day. Vertical day. Hello, Susie. Thank you for being here. If you're out there, please say hi. I'm at the house. I was going to do this from the cottage, but I had to come home for a few things, and I decided to do it from here. So Andrew is still at the cottage. We were at the cottage earlier. I was doing a bunch of packing and shipping. Andrew's been working on some projects there. He was getting the kiln started, and it had like not even gotten to temperature. It's so cold at the cottage right now. We have the heaters going. We have all the heaters going, and it is still chilly. It is bitter cold out there here in Pennsylvania, in Ligonier. It is really cold. It's supposed to get colder still tonight. Right now it says it's 16. We have a severe weather advisory apparently. I can imagine until 10 a.m. Wednesday. Let's see what that says today. It is cold. I was just out. The roads are terrible. If you are in the Ligonier area and you're like, wonder if I should go outside and drive down this road. No, probably not. We have like winter tires in our car. We have an all-wheel drive car, and the roads were still terrible for me. And they don't seem to be getting better. So we are getting very cold wind chills between 10 and 20 degrees below zero expected. That's awesome. That started at 7 o'clock. That makes sense why it suddenly got super cold or started to feel super cold. We're getting an additional 1 to 3 inches of snow as well. So that's not great. That's not great. Low visibility, 1 mile or less. Light accumulations on the roadways. Heavier showers may develop this evening. Yeah, so 10 to 20 degrees below zero with the wind chills. That's cold. That is very cold. So I could feel it, and I was like, ooh, Andrew. I didn't even know it was going to be that bad. I could just feel it because he was really cold in his part of the studio, and his is usually the warmest part. So when it's cold, it's cold. And I asked him if he was coming home. He's like, I just turned the kiln on. It's not up to temperature yet. I didn't get to do anything yet. Because he was working on some stuff. He's working on some, working with some gold stuff. And he was using his torch for some things. I didn't realize he was getting into starting the kiln up. So I kind of wish he would have just decided to come home, because I have to go back and get him, and it's going to be cold, and the roads are terrible, and it's only going to get colder up there. But it's kind of good that I have to go back up there, because I will turn the pellet stove up a little bit so it stays a little bit warmer. Maybe, I don't know. I have it on the lowest setting right now because it usually keeps it pretty good, but it is really cold. It is really cold. Let's see here. Susie, I said hi. Susie's with us. Norma's with us. Hello. Dominion is with us. Donna is with us. Hello, hello. Norma says we were supposed to go down to a real temp of 0 tonight. Yeah, I don't know what our actual temperature is going to be tonight. we're going down to 8 degrees. 8 degrees with -10 to -20 wind chill. It's not great. It's not great. Donna says, "Burr, that's so cold." Yes, it is. Dominique says, "Wow," right? Dominique says, "I was in Ligonier last winter and was shocked by the cold as it was never that bad all the time I grew up there." I can say, at least for me, last year was nothing compared to this year. Last year was not that bad as far as Pennsylvania winters go. We've gotten, like where I grew up, which was not far from here, about 30 minutes from here. It got lots colder than that. We had many days it was in the negative temperatures, and I don't think we've seen a negative temperature here in quite some time, at least not for any more than a night or something. But we used to get negative temperatures all the time in Pennsylvania growing up. And we have not seen that in a while. Andrew says, "I can stay the night if I need to." Well, hopefully you don't need to. But the roads were terrible. No, but they're, I have nothing against PennDOT. They do a great job. I think they are out there as much as they can be. The townships and the boroughs are out there. Bless them, because they have a job I would not want to do. They have to be the first ones on the terrible roads trying to get them cleared off with those huge trucks. That's not a job I want. So thank you all if you're out there and watching this. Thank you for doing what you do. But they have not been out yet. Not at least on anywhere from where I start at the cottage to I get home. The roads were slushy. They were icy. It's way below freezing. So it's only getting worse. Andrew, if you want to, though, I would say definitely hit the temperature on the pellet stove and take it at least up to 2. If you want, take it up to 3. I've never done it on 3, but it burns pretty good on 2, I know, with the way we have the air set. And that'll get you some extra heat in there. But it's going to be -10 to -20 wind chill tonight. That's wild. Donna says, "We get into it next Tuesday and Wednesday, lows like 19 or 20, and they mentioned that word snow." Yeah, we have snow right now. Amanda says, "Hello everyone from Winter Wonderland." I can't even imagine. Donna said the same thing. Can't imagine what's going on up there. Constantly snowing and really cold. Yeah, so just saying, we have a weather advisory. Well, it's more than an advisory. Severe weather. What do they call this? Oh, it is severe weather advisory. And it's -10 to -20 wind chill tonight. That's cold. That's cold for here. At least nowadays. Dominion says, "Wait, so you think it's been warmer than colder?" I think it's been warmer. It has definitely 100% been warmer in Pennsylvania than it used to be in the 80s and the 90s. When I grew up in the 80s and 90s, Pennsylvania was much colder than it is now. There are winters we don't even get snow here. Maybe a day or 2 of snow. There have been winters in the past. I mean, we've been living here now since 2007, the winter of 2007. No, 2009. The winter of 2009, we moved back here to Pennsylvania. And we got a big snow that winter. And then since then, we've barely had snow. We've had a dusting here and there. We've had a few days where maybe we get in a few inches. But growing up, we used to have mounds and mounds of snow. And we have not had that in the last 10 to 16 years or whatever, 13, 14, 15, 16 years we've been back. Except that the very first winter, we did have a lot of snow. Andrew says, "I can set up the couch in front of the pellet stove and surround myself with the heaters." Well, let's hope you don't have to do that. Hello, Debbie. Good to see you here. Says, "I'm complaining about how 65 degrees in Florida." Yeah, it is cold. I would love to see a 65-degree day. We're supposed to get up into the 40s on Saturday. It was supposed to be 40s on Friday and Saturday. They've changed that. We're now the only day we might get to 40 is Saturday. We're not going to be here. We're going to be in North Carolina at ECU. But at least it's going to be a little bit warmer while we're away. I feel a little bit better about that because my mom is going to come over and make sure the pellet stove is full. And at least those days are going to be in the 30s and 40s. It won't take as much. If she's not able to make it or if something happens, it won't be so bad. Let's see here. Norma says, I remember the bus stop at 20 below when I was growing up. Long underwear was a necessity, not an option. Yeah. That I mean, I'm wearing long underwear now, but it's cold. It's cold again. Donna says, y'all can have it, right? Dominion says, wow, I know it was getting hotter there in the summer, at least from visiting, and it felt like the Midwest. Our summers are cooler, I think. Our summers are not as humid. I won't say, like, I remember many summers where we got up into the hundreds, high 90s and hundreds growing up, and it was humid. Like, my grandparents, they like to be outside all the time, but there were times we would take breaks in the inside. We'd close all the curtains in the house to keep the sun out. Like, we made it dark and we would just come in the house because it was so hot and so humid. And now I used to hate summer because I don't like to sweat, and I sweat anytime it gets a little bit hot. And now I go out in the summer and I don't mind. I go running in the summer and it's not so bad. So for me, I feel like the summers are much cooler, not much, but cooler, less humid, and the winters are much warmer, I think. Suzanne is here. Hello, Suzanne. Thank you for joining us. Let's see, who else is all here? Amanda says, we call our long underwear long johns. Yep, we do that here too. Long johns, our long johns. Susie White is here. Hello, Susie. Sandra is here. Hello, Sandra. Michelle is here. Hello, Michelle. Thank you for joining us. Anna says it was minus 10 this AM. Like actually or with wind chill? Because it's minus 10 to 20 here apparently, or it's going to be tonight with the wind chill. But it's only showing that it's going down to 8. Ooh, 8 degrees. Suzanne says we might get in the low 20s. That has to be really cold for you all. That has to be really cold for you all. Amanda says it was much colder when I was little. We'd have Jack Frost on the inside of our windows. Yeah. Dominion says hot, humid in August in Ligonier when it used to be like getting cooler by then and wouldn't always go swimming in cold in the shade. I don't know. I only grew up 30 minutes away and it was not cooler in August. It was not cooler until, I mean, we lived by a lake, so we had a little bit of that. Like you could tell the lake air was different. Even though it was a small lake, our lake air was different. And in August was one of the hottest months of the year. Let's see here. Actual temperatures, Susanna, that is wild. We have not gotten in the negatives actual temperatures yet. That's going to happen next Tuesday and Wednesday. We're going to -4 and -5 at night, apparently. Not so great. Amanda says, will your furnace be running almost constantly with the -20? Here, our furnace runs constantly anyway. At the cottage anyway, because it's a wood pellet stove, so it runs all the time. And it does not keep everything completely warm there. So the split system also runs, but if it gets that cold, the split system cannot run. The split system will shut down if it goes into the negative numbers completely. So I don't know, because it's a wind chill, I don't know what will happen, but the split system can't make heat. I think it can go down to -10 or -12, but it can't make heat after that. So, and sometimes they're -5. I can't remember what ours is. So at that point, we'll only have the pellet stove going. We'll only have this pellet stove going. So it's going to get cold at the cottage probably. Andrew definitely probably should hit that. You turn that pellet stove up at least to 2, and if you haven't already. Andrew says, it's too cold for me. It's cold out there. I don't mind. I don't like, it's going to be, I'm one of those people like thinking about the gas bill, thinking about the electric bill, because the furnaces in the house are going to start pumping hard, and probably the building in Johnstown too. Angela says, oh my, sending warm thoughts. Thank you. We could use them. Hello, Teresa. Thank you for joining us today. Good to see you here. Sandra says, I heard you're coming my direction. We are. We're coming to North Carolina. We're going to ECU, Eastern Carolina University, for their Material Topic Symposium. I'm excited. I don't know I read about what it's about, and Andrew told me what it was about when he went to the one he went to, but I have never been to one, so I'm excited. There's a lot of talks about things and people doing things and what people are doing. So I think it's going to be fun. And hopefully it's a little warmer down there. Donna says, you don't want to talk about how hot it gets in August with the humidity in Alabama. I do not. I do not. I have been to, where did we pass through? I've been to Arkansas and Texas in the summer with their humidity. And I felt like Arkansas was much more humid than Texas. We went to a car show down there one time and we had to drive through, and we passed through Arkansas. And I remember we stopped at a little restaurant in a little town down there, and you were just like, you opened the car door and it was just, you were wet. Like, it was just wet. Everything was wet. Everything felt wet. You could smell wet. And so I don't know if it's anything like that, but I'm assuming it's probably close. Yeah. Let's see here. Anderson, I'm going to put that one baseboard heater on. Oh boy, you're going to run that electric bill up real quick. That's what I think about. I would not put that on, at least not overnight. We're not keeping that one on because that runs that electric bill up very fast. Very fast. I would get one of the oil heaters and put it around you out there if that's what you need. Grab the one from under my desk, grab the one from the other place under the filming studio, and use those. They use a lot less electricity than those baseboard heaters. Let's see here what else is going on. Sandra said this weekend it will be 32. Right now it's 35. Oh, how nice. Oh, how nice. We haven't seen the 30s in a while. Although it's supposed to be in the 40s here while we're away. So it's supposed to be in the 40, and it's supposed to go up to 40. So don't tell me that Pennsylvania is going to be warmer than we're bringing the cold with us to North Carolina. Yeah. That would make sense. Donna says, the only place I've been that the humidity was so bad was the Dominican Republic. I've never been there, so I don't know. Yeah, I know Arkansas, the humidity was terrible when we went. I don't deal well with the heat. I don't mind the heat I don't mind the cold as much as I don't like the heat. But when it gets this cold, there's not a lot you can do. Like, you can just kind of hope for the best. You can just hope for the best. Suzanne says, yeah, next week is supposed to be very cold. Yes, it is. Next, oh my goodness, is that next Tuesday, our high here is 6 degrees. That's the high, 6 degrees. Yeah, it's something else right now. So that's what I'm doing. I came home because I had to do a few things here at the house real quick. I was going to do the live from up there since Andrew was going to stay up there and just sit by one of the heaters and do the live up there. But then I had a few things I had to do here. So I came here and I at least get to feed the cats and stuff and all that before I head back up and pick Andrew up. Andrew, if you're still watching, let me know when you're ready to come home, because after the live, I'm going to get some things done maybe around here, because it's cold. Michelle says, we are still safe. We are still in the high winds alerts. Multiple fires are still popping up, but they are getting put out right away. That's good. Glad you're safe. Glad you didn't have to go anywhere, and glad that they are getting things put out right away. It is hard. When you have fires like that, they're just going to keep popping up, right? reigniting and all that stuff. But glad you are okay. Glad you're okay. Yeah, so my day, packing and shipping. That was my day. I got a number of orders out. I've got more things packed up to go out. I've been starting to get to the point where I feel like I'm starting to see the light of catching up. I'm still behind, but I am starting to see the light. I'm starting to get some orders out that I'm glad that I'm getting to. I'm starting to, I found we've created a new system for when the lives are completed, and I've done my spreadsheets and stuff, that things get packed up a little faster instead of me having to resort and do things later. So that's starting to really help. Some of y'all have some packages coming. You're going to see, probably some of you might see for a little bit, a mix of things. It's going to be a little bit of a mix. You might see something that like, oh, I just paid for that like 2 days ago and it's here. But it might also have things that, that I've had for a little bit longer than that. And things may skip in between. So I'm in the middle of a new system and it's starting to work. So it's to the point where I'm fulfilling some older stuff. I'm getting some right up to date stuff going out at the same time. And there's still some stuff floating around in the middle, but it's happening. And I'm starting to see the progress of what I've been working on over the past, since Barb left, and trying to come up with something that's going to work much easier and much more quickly for everybody. So thank you all for your patience. If you've had something out there that's been waiting a little bit, I do appreciate it. And the light, I'm seeing the light and it feels so good. It feels so good. Donna says, I'm in no hurry. Thank you. Thank you. Teresa says, did you ship the ceramic piece? I'm not sure. I shipped some ceramic pieces. I've shipped some because I finally got bubble wrap in. Our bubble wrap took forever this time, and when it finally came in a different color than it normally does. So I was like, I didn't order a different color, but they sent a different color. Last time they sent the wrong stuff, and so I had to get it sent back. And so it's a little bit difficult sometimes, but I do have bubble wrap now, and I am shipping some ceramic pieces. I'm not sure if your ceramic piece went out or not. I will have to check. I don't remember what I did. It's been a blur. To be 100% honest with you, it has been a blur. Michelle says, I learned flat chenille stitch and will be making knotted pearl necklaces very soon. That's awesome. Norma says, the Ligonier post office says my package is not moving out right now because of a weather exception. So I knew it must be bad there. Yeah, I was in the post office today and somebody was like, they're trying to get this package out. And they were like, I'm sorry, we can't tell you when it's going to happen because our systems are giving us pretty much to every zip code. The system is giving them a weather exception. I drop my stuff off generally and then I go. So they didn't mention that to me, but I'm pretty sure that's going to happen to everybody's that I've been dropping off here recently because yeah, I don't know what exactly the weather exception is, because all they're showing is we're supposed to get a few inches and be really cold. So I don't know why that would stop the packages from going out. But I mean, if it's that cold, I hope they don't have people out walking about, and maybe that's part of it. The delivery will be a little bit slower. I don't know why it would say weather exception, because the weather is not too bad. Like as far as snow and ice and all that, it's not. But it is one of those things. I don't know. I don't understand it all, but they did say when I went down there today, somebody was in line in front of me, and yeah, every zip code, because I don't know what was going on. They had accidentally put in the wrong address or something, and then they tried a different zip code, and every zip code they were putting in, it is they were saying there's a weather exception for every zip code right now. So whether it's us or whether it's the hub that it goes to after us, I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So I'm trying to get as much done as I can and get things out to y'all. And you'll, like I said, you're gonna see a mix of stuff coming. It might be from the online store. It might be if you have an online store order and you have some live broadcast orders, and they might be combined. They may not be combined. I'm just trying to do what I can to get things out as quickly and get into the new system as quickly as I can. Yeah, so it's Dominion says, I bet the post office is so overwhelmed from Christmas. I don't think so. Our packages have been going out and getting to people pretty quickly. I have to say, I have only good things to say generally about the post office. The one in Ligonier, I only have good things to say. The USPS in general, mostly it's all good things. Yeah. Trace says, it's okay when you get it out is fine. I received a box yesterday and was surprised by some of the items because I forgot I bought them. That happens too, right? We don't always keep track of things. I know I'm that way a lot of times, but I don't buy a lot though for myself. It's mostly for the store sometimes, but yeah. So yeah, that's what I did. Andrew's at the cottage working on some things there. I don't know when he'll be done or what's going on, if he's talking about spending the night there. I don't know if he's going to spend the night there, if he wants to spend the night there. Are you still on here, Andrew? Are you, if you want to spend the night there, let me know. But if you're planning to come home, we had a really big lunch, so he's probably not that hungry. I'm actually a little hungry though. But anyway. Anna says trucks don't run great in extreme cold. That could be a part of it too. That could definitely be a part of it too. Andrew says I don't want to. Okay. I didn't know if you were just going to be so busy that you wanted to spend the night there, and that would be okay. I'm sure I can come up. I just heard a plow truck go by, so maybe they're out because I just heard it scraping down the road. So I think they're getting out there now. Susan is here. Hello, Susan. Thanks for joining us. Amanda says, same here. My postal service just ended a strike and my mailbox has been full for 3 days in a row now. Yeah. I have not shipped to Canadian customers yet. I know that they're saying now that we can, but I've been trying to give it a little bit of time because I don't want things to get lost. So I will get that together probably starting next week for anybody out there who's from Canada and watching and they've bought from us. I will probably start getting those all together and start shipping them out next week. But I wanted to make sure they tried to clear that up as much as possible because I think if I ship something out and it gets lost, I think it's going to be much harder to find with everything that's going on there, cleaning up from the strike and all that. Andrew says, but I can stay if the roads are too bad. I don't want to put you in danger. I think we'll be okay. Hopefully. I'm sure they'll get through it. They're usually really good around here. And it's just the cold temperatures. I don't want anyone to break down and be like in the cold. I'm not so worried about us. Our car, knock on wood, Appa is very good. It's a good car. But I just get concerned about that. And I don't necessarily really want you at the cottage all night because it's going to be cold, I think. It's going to be cold. But I know if you're working and you have stuff you wanted to do, I know that's a whole other thing. Hey, our post service is amazing. She loves the dogs, loves her work, says our friend Laurel out there. Owl Sleeper is the name you have there. Yes, Ligonier is amazing. I love our postal service here. And the USPS in general, we do not ship from our store from anywhere else unless we absolutely have to. Sometimes people will request something, but generally we only ship USPS just because we've had such good luck with it. Andrew says, is Al Sleeper your real name? If so, that's so cool. I don't think so. I think that's our friend changed her name on Facebook. I didn't even know for a moment. I had to figure out who it was that was talking to me. Amanda says, I'm sure the customs backlog isn't clear yet. Yeah, and that's what I don't want to get everything messed up in. I feel bad not shipping stuff out, but especially because some of them have been before the strike and having things for a while, but I don't want to take the chance of it getting bad. Amanda says, have emergency supplies in your car, blankets, food, shovels, salt, etc., just in case. Yeah, I usually have a few extra shirts and things, clothing pieces in the car, but probably we should have a shovel and stuff like that too. Sandra says, I made homemade chili tonight. Deliciousness. That's awesome. That's awesome. We made, Andrew made a, I don't know what all was in it. It had beans and tomatoes and some fake chicken, and he made couscous and rice. And we had that last night, and that was really good. And then we turned the rest of the beans and the tomatoes and stuff into shakshuka today. So we poached some eggs in that mixture, or on top, poached eggs on top of that mixture, and then we put them on. We cut some bread that I forgot that I even had. I got some bread the one night for my lasagna, and we made some garlic bread and put the shakshuka on top for lunch, and we had hefty portions, so it was good. It was good. Susie says, if you would break down, you can always call me. Thank you. We appreciate that. We've got a good neighbor over there. We've got a lot of good people around us, and we appreciate that so much. Amanda says, I have something coming from the U.S. in transit. I'll let you know how long it takes. Thank you. That'd be good. Suzanne made beef stew from a new recipe. Nice. Y'all had the stew. It's the time for the stew. The thick chilies, the stews, soups. That's the kind of stuff that even ours was kind of stew-like in a lot of ways. So yeah. So we have a lot of people watching tonight. Apparently, I've got 21 people. This vertical streaming thing must be hitting good. Oh, there's Charlie. Sorry, Charlie. I had the screen on the wrong place. Said I just finished drawing a chalk pastel sketch. Are you still out there, Charlie? I don't know how long ago that was. Sorry. I was checking to see if we were streaming okay, because StreamYard did not allow me to stream horizontally today. I tried to go horizontal or landscape, and it kept putting my picture in only half the screen, and then all my banners were wrong. So I said, I don't know if this is going to work or not. So I ended up just switching over to vertical because it was working. So here we are, vertically streaming. I know it's not ideal for showing things, but we've got a lot of people watching. I don't know if it's just all of our AG Beat fam, or if new people are tuning in and out. We'll see what the stats are. I'm always interested in seeing what the stats are. Whenever we end it. YouTube gives us the stats pretty right away, so I'll be interested, and especially tomorrow, to see if we get better numbers this way. If you're out there, please say hi. Please like and share. Susan says, I'm not crazy about the vertical format, but I'll deal with it. Yeah, I'm sorry I can't do anything but that today. Our streaming service is not allowing me to go the other way. I don't know why. It's trying to force me into this. I restarted the service. I deleted the you have to set up a little streaming event first. So I did that, and I deleted that one, started a new one, didn't work. I restarted my whole phone just to see if it was my phone that was an issue. I restarted the web browser. I cleared all my tabs. Nothing was letting me stream the other way. So or maybe it would have let me stream the other way, but I could only see about this much of my picture, so I could see my face. So I had no idea where things would be on the mat. So this way is working. We're going to do it this way for tonight. And we'll see how this works, because I'm not used to this either. I don't have the desk set up for this, but we'll see. Donna says, you got to do what you got to do. I always watch on my iPad. I like watching on my iPad. when I watch things. I love my iPad. My iPad's getting old though, and it's starting to slow down. And the other day, it has Face ID. It was one of the first, I think, with Face ID. Um, but I think it's 7 or 8 years old now, getting to be 7 or 8 years old, and the Face ID couldn't it wouldn't work. It kept kind of flashing at me, but it wasn't actually recognizing me, or it couldn't get through. So I'm concerned it's getting on its last legs, but maybe it just needs a reset. We'll see. But I love my iPad. It's my favorite device. I have the 11-inch, that size, and if I could use it for like my computer, my phone, my everything, and just have that one device, that would be like the perfect device for me. The screen's a little small for certain things that I do, but I can make it work. And it's getting better at doing a lot of the things that I do on a daily basis. Using it for spreadsheets used to be terrible, but they've gotten a little bit better since then. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe when the time comes to upgrade, maybe by that time I'll be able to do most things on it. It's too old to use video editing on it, at least the video editor that I use, but the new ones can do that. So I'm excited to see someday if that's any good. Amanda says, I made keema aloo. I don't know what that is. I don't think I know what that is. I recognize aloo. Forget what that means. That translates to. Anna says, the full moon is at fault, right? That full moon was beautiful. Did you see Andrew's little video he shared of the full moon? The moon looked gigantic last night. The sky was a beautiful purple color. I've never seen the sky. I don't know about never, but I do not remember seeing the sky such a beautiful purple color before. And the moon was big and yellow, almost white, and it looked huge, huge on the horizon. Amanda says, I need to get groceries again tomorrow. A lot of things were out of stock Monday. They said some deliveries were delayed. Wow. Andrew says, are people interested in thin pieces in enamel? Thin pieces. What kind of thin pieces? What are you making, Andrew? What are you making? Amanda says it's a curry dish, potatoes, tomatoes, onions, garlic, ginger, and meat of your choice. Normally with peas, but I use cauliflower instead. So is aloo potato, or is aloo cauliflower? What does aloo mean? Because I've seen that before, and I think that translates to something, right? Hello, Brooke. Thanks for joining us. Donna says, I'm dreading next Wednesday because that's the day I usually shop. Oh, boy. Andrew says, I ran out of 24 gauge, but I have 34. Oh, so that kind of very thin. I think that would be cool. Why not? That'd be like great for earrings, right? Mrs. Aloo is potato. Okay, that's what I thought. It was something. I knew it was something. I can't remember what cauliflower is either, because what is it that we get? But it means cauliflower. We get a certain thing at this one restaurant we go to all the time. Not all the time. When we go there, we get the same thing all the time, is what I'm trying to say, because it's so good. Andrew says, oh, gobi. We get the gobi Manchurian. Yes, gobi means cauliflower. Gobi Manchurian. Andrew says they are very light. That'd be cool. Why not? You like light things, everybody? Light enamel pieces by Andrew. I can't wait to see what he's getting into. He showed me some samples he tried with some gold foil he's been working with, or he started working with really today. He just gave it a try today. And at the point when I was there, he had not perfected it yet. He had not perfected it yet. Let's see here. Andrew says that makes sense because I have some gobi agates. Oh, they look like cauliflower. Gobi agate. Amanda says, I've been doing grocery pickup. One place charges $1 if I go during the day, and the other is free, but you have to book early. Nice. I never do pickup. I just go in and do stuff, but maybe I should do that pickup. I see a lot of people doing it. But yeah, I don't know. Tomorrow we're doing all this stuff, and yet we're still trying to get ready to go on our trip. Tomorrow I have to get the oil changed in the car, hopefully. Hopefully that works out. I have a haircut scheduled tomorrow. Hallelujah. I will have my haircut for tomorrow's live, I hope. We'll see, as long as all goes well. Amanda says, I don't want to be around a lot of people right now. Too much coughing and puts me in a tither. Yeah, a lot of people are getting sick. We're probably definitely should take our masks to the ECU thing for sure. It's probably just safest. I don't want to get sick. I don't like getting sick. Amanda says, I'm trying to stay healthy. Yeah, I've heard a bunch of people, like probably 4 or 5, and I mean a bunch, but probably 4 or 5 that have said that they didn't get COVID the whole time, and they're getting it. They're getting it. I've seen that pop up on Facebook. Probably 4 or 5 of my friends out there have been coming down with COVID recently, so I think it's spiking back up. That's, I mean, just from going by that. So need to be careful. Sandra says, a lot of people in North Carolina have been sick. Yeah, I don't want to be sick. I don't want to get sick. So yeah, it's not great. Not great news, right? Brooke says, there does seem to be something going around. I got sick, and so did 2 of my family members. I know that novovirus or whatever it is going around too. Donna says, I don't trust Walmart's pickup because even though it's free, they still don't know their vegetables like lettuce really well. Not a fan when they have to substitute. I am not a fan of their substitution. At one point, when the girls were young kittens, very young, they liked a very specific cat litter, and they were brought up on a newspaper cat litter, like a newspaper pellet. And so I went to the Walmart and they didn't have it. So I looked on the Walmart app and they said that if I ordered it, they had it. So I thought, well, maybe it's in the back of the store then. Maybe they've got it back there and it's not out yet, because they said it would be delivered later in the day. So I bought it, and because I didn't want to drive back and forth multiple times. It's like half an hour away. Going both ways. It's really like 15 minutes from here, but the trip takes a half hour at least round trip, plus the time you spend in there. And so I ordered it. They said they had it in stock, or they'd have it in stock to be able to deliver it to me. And I was on the app, and they said, oh, your order's being picked. I say, oh, that's great. That was fast, because I had just gotten home. And I ordered quick delivery. I wanted it delivered as soon as possible because I needed that special litter because things were happening. It was not great. Anyway, so got that litter ordered, and they wrote to me in the app and they said, we don't have it. Is it okay if we substitute this? And I had already put no substitutions. I had put that, I'd check that little box, no substitutions, whenever I placed the order. And so I wrote them back and I said, absolutely not. Please do not substitute. Please cancel the order. And before I could even type that out, they had already said, we're on our way. And so I ended up having to pay for this litter, pay for special fast delivery, and got the wrong litter. Now, thankfully, the little girls liked that litter, and it worked out in the end, but I was not happy with that process, and I've actually never used the delivery or this pickup part of the app ever since, because that was not a good experience for me. I was very upset about it. And it wasn't a ton of money, but it was needlessly spent money, because they said something was in stock and it wasn't. I told them not to substitute, and they did, and then they still delivered it to me and charged me the delivery fee. Not great. Tori says, I still wear a mask when I'm around a lot of people. That's a good thing. Suzanne says, I just had a sinus problem. That's not good. My sinuses, you can hear it. I don't know. I think it's because it's dry. We need to start the humidifiers in this house, I think, because it's getting dry, and I think that's part of it. But I'm also very stuffy. I'm always that way. I'm like allergic to everything apparently, but nothing, because I get tested and there was nothing. Nothing but ragweed, which is not growing right now. Donna says I'm not a fan either. Susan says my hubs and I have been passing a bug back and forth since last week, but it's not COVID. Yes, there's stuff going around out there. Dominion says I want to start wearing a mask again because of COVID. I got it for the first time, definitely tested positive. Yeah, it's a lot of people are doing that. A lot of people are getting it right now. Amanda says one place calls me about substitutions, the other just leaves me hanging with nothing. I would rather, I think I would rather have nothing. If you can't give me the thing that I want, I would rather not have anything, most likely. I mean, if I had to choose whether just allow them to substitute or just take it off my order, I would rather it be taken off the order and then I'll try and find it somewhere else, rather than rely on someone to substitute, because sometimes I'm a little picky about things. So I think I would rather, now if they can call, as long as they give you a chance to answer. Like I said, by the time I actually, and I'm a fast typer, and they had just sent the message like, is it okay if we substitute this? And I'm typing, and by the time I'm like, no, just cancel the order, period, they're like, oh, your order's been placed, the driver's on his way. I was like, that's not right. Brooke says it wasn't norovirus, thankfully, but that's no fun at all. I like to pick out my own fruit and veg, so I go inside. I always just shop and go inside. It's kind of, I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't have anything that I need to do it myself necessarily. I'm not. I feel weird about having. I guess I feel weird about having people do that for me. I know it's their job. I know they're literally getting paid to bring me my stuff. And like put it in the car, and they're getting paid to do that, and that's the job that they sign up for. That's what they do. But to me, it feels so weird to have somebody do that for me, because like all my life I grew up, you bought your own stuff, you put them in the bag, you take them to the car. It just feels weird to be sitting in my car like thinking about, because I had to do a pickup one time. I ordered something as a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, and it was pick up in the store, and I couldn't pick up in the store anymore. They make you go to the pickup thing and wait for them to come out, and it felt so weird sitting in the car waiting for somebody to bring my stuff out to me. It's just me, but yeah, I don't know. Diane says, hi, I was sick with some flu or something, not COVID, between Christmas and New Year's. That's terrible. That's terrible. You had time off, right, too, and you were sick. That's no good. Or did your time off start after that? Your time off started after that, right? And how are you doing, by the way? Everything good? Everything good? Dale is here. Says, good evening. Hello, Dale. Thanks for joining us. Norma says, I had some kind of bug from Christmas until weekend after New Year's, and it really knocked me out. It wasn't COVID, but I actually felt worse than with COVID. I don't want to get either again, right? Yeah. Amanda says, I got a bad bag of oranges. Only a few were good. The store refunded me the whole bag. That's nice. That's good. That's what should happen, right? I think that's what should happen. Suzanne says, one time I ordered a zucchini and got a cucumber. I could see that. I could definitely see that. If you don't know, they're close, but you would hope somebody picking produce would know. Let's see here. Suzanne says, one time, oh no, that was that. Okay. Sorry, my comment skipped. Brooke says, also, I'm cheap and I don't want to pay delivery fees. Yeah, it's not that we're cheap. We just don't have a lot of money all the time. So I don't want to add extra fees, because not only is there a delivery fee, but sometimes there's the tip. And then I feel guilty if I don't leave an extra tip. So for me, by the time it's the delivery fee and then the tip and then everything else, I could just go to the store and get it for less. That's kind of what it is too. Dell says, who did you order? Me? I ordered from Walmart. And I sent in, I wrote about my situation and they never said anything about it. Never said anything about it. Susan says, we haven't had anything in so long, then bam, it hits us with phlegm, chills, body aches, but no fever. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Suzanne says, local grocery. We go to our local grocery, and our local grocery does not do, they do not do the delivery or the curbside. I don't think they were for a while, but I think they stopped. I don't think they had the staff to really manage that. I think became the problem. And we do try and support them as much as we can. Walmart's like one of those things. If we need something particular, then we go to. Brooke says, they're building an Aldi near where I live, and I'm inordinately excited about it. Now, if we could just get a Trader Joe's. We've got an Aldi, and I do like it. For a long time, I never shopped Aldi because they talked about how you had to pack your own bags. And while I am one of those people that likes to do things myself, I had never packed my own grocery bag. I was not a cashier or anything at a grocery store growing up as an extra job. So it made my anxiety very high, thinking that I would be holding people up in line packing my groceries. But that's not actually how it works. They have a whole table. You go and sit at the table and you go pack your own groceries. So that wasn't too bad. Once I learned that it was that easy, they used to have a thing where you could only use cash or debit, I think. You couldn't use credit cards at the time. And now we mostly do that anyway. So, but at one point that would have been hard in our lives too. But we do love our Aldis now. We do. It is further away though. It's a little bit further than Walmart, not by much. But it also closes earlier, which is hard for me. Charlie says, I was supposed to go to a silversmithing class, but the weather derailed my plans. I've been going to Costco, used to go to a farm market in the summer and fall. That's nice. We do not, our Costco is far away. Amanda says, one store keeps pushing delivery. It's driving me nuts. I don't want to pay extra on top of already high prices. Yeah, that's hard. Andrew says, I'm definitely allergic to something in the house because I'm normally snorgy at the house, and at Aramont, I wasn't at all. Yeah. Dell says, virus is going around. Recommend hydration, nasal watch, and Mucinex if you can take it. I definitely do the hydration part. I try. I drink one of these a day, and at least one of these a day. It's not really juice. It's water up to here, and then I fill it with juice the rest of the way just for a little bit of flavoring. But I've never done a nasal wash. I probably should. Those neti pots and all that that they talk about. They say it's good for your sinuses and stuff, and I probably could use that. Sue said, I'd rather pick up my own stuff. I'm picky and dislike subscriptions. Yeah. Andrew says, I don't mind substitutions. I try to extend grace to others that I would like extended to me. Yeah, I mean, it is. And I see that. But I also, I don't know. I think it also makes it harder, though, on the person picking it to ask for substitutions, maybe. Because then they got to figure out what to substitute it with. I don't know what the apps are like. Maybe it tells them this is a substitution for that. Maybe they don't have to do any thinking about it at all. But for me, I think it just it seems like it would make it harder. Just take it off the order. Dominion says, my case of COVID was only fever first, like a week. So I thought it wasn't that bad. Then bam. Oh boy. Dale says, I always order for pickup or delivery. It's a godsend for me. I bet you're busy. You're busy. That's the thing. I should do that. But I figure, I don't know. You order on the app. By the time you order on the app, could have just ran and got it. It's one of those things. I don't know. But like I said, it's also extra fees are not as easy. And this is one place I help load in the truck because I like talking with the staff. They are so nice and friendly. That's nice. That's nice. Oh, let's see here. Dominia says, I don't like the delivery system that Target got me signed up for because it feels strange and also more expensive because of tips, but it's nice to have the option, though. Yeah, it is. It is. It's good that we have these options. And it's good that, I know that a lot of these, when they move to like self-checkouts, they don't have as many checkout people, but they're still hiring people because they have people to do this part of the job now. So people didn't lose their jobs necessarily. They just switched to different kinds of work. So that's good. Diane says, I've been ordering delivery from Walmart. The only thing I don't really like is having someone else pick my produce. That seems to be a thing. Andrew says, we also live close to most stores, so it's pretty convenient. Yeah, we're pretty lucky where we are. He says, I've been on vacation since Christmas, so I was sick on vacation, unfortunately. I'm doing okay since the procedure yesterday. When my furnace stopped working today, and when I looked in the little utility room at the furnace, I discovered there was a slow leak in the pipe above the water heater that has corroded the top of it. Oh no. So you don't have your furnace going right now? Oh my goodness. I hope you can get that solved quickly because it's getting cold. It's getting cold. Charlie says, thanks for the hydration reminder, LOL, right? Hydrate, y'all. Hydrate. Donna says there's only 2 grocery stores, Piggly Wiggly and Winn-Dixie, and then Walmart. Piggly Wiggly is way too expensive. Dell says, I purchased the Walmart Plus half price this year through PayPal. No charges for pickup, delivery, or shipping. I don't mind paying the driver a tip. It's worth it for me to have them get the groceries, bring them, unload them, and bring them up the stairs to my door. That's nice. Diane says, it hasn't been a great day. Furnace people through the home warranty can't come until tomorrow. On the bright side, though, April's husband was a plumber and can potentially replace the water heater with a tankless one, which is what I would rather have anyway. Yeah, we were thinking about getting a tankless one when ours went out, but we just got another regular one because the tankless one was a lot to try to figure out and have installed and all that stuff. But that's nice if you can get one for sure. Amanda says, when I was little, there was a grocery store that only had the prices on the shelf. No computers, no price tags. The cashiers knew the prices of everything in the store. When we started the bead store, that's what Andrew did. He had prices on the bowls, and he knew every price pretty much of every bead without having to go look at it. So that was pretty impressive. Let's see here. Let's see. Susie says, my friend has that also. She loves it. She has a hard time getting around. Has what? What was I talking about now? Suzanne says, use distilled water if you use a neti pot. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard the horror stories of not using distilled water. Always use distilled water. Apparently you can flush organisms and bacteria and things that grow up in there, and not good. Not good. Dale says you can pick your substitution. Maybe I didn't get a chance when they tried to substitute for me. They just told me it was coming. There it comes, even when I told them not to. Amanda says one store they ask you to choose them ahead of time. That's good. Amanda says one of the school's residences furnace and hot water broke. 1,400 students got taken to hotels. Oh my. Oh my. Andrew said used to be Piggly Wiggly was the cheapest. And Susan says we have a wealth of grocery stores in my area, at least 10 within a 5-mile radius. That's nice. You got lots of choices. That's good. That's good. All right. What am I going to do today? I didn't cut papers. I should have cut paper before I started this, or at least while I was talking here with y'all. I hope I have enough paper. I might have to make smaller papers than normal. because I don't have a lot here. I thought I had a whole stack still. They're probably here somewhere. So, oh wait. There's paper. I knew I had paper here somewhere. So we're going to look at gemstones today, y'all. We're going to look at gemstones today. And these are going to be all kinds. And hopefully you like them. I don't know if I can put my banner up. Let me see if my banners work. Oh, it scrolls along the top. Okay. Well, now we're scrolling along the top. So, as always, to purchase from this video, take down the lot number. Send that lot number to us in an email to info@allegorygallery.com. That is the only way you can purchase. We don't take comments. We have just found that that's not it doesn't work for us. So take down the lot number, put it in a new email every time. Please do not reply to an old email or anything like that. Just send a new email every time and send it to info@allegorygallery.com. It is first come, first serve with however many of these we have. Some of them will have 1, some of them will have 10. And I'll let you know as we go through how many of each we've got for you. And that's it. It's pretty easy. If you have any questions, of course, let me know. I'm going to flip the camera around here in just a minute, but I want to make sure that I've got myself together and I'm not making you watch a blank screen for too long. I do have to figure out, because I didn't do this before, what letters I can use. What did we use yesterday? ZX, I think, or something like that. No, yesterday was a different one. Let me see. Have we ever done this before? No. BW. BW lots. BW1. Let's see here. Diane says, we have an electric fireplace heater in the living room, and I have electric heaters downstairs where the water pipes run, so hopefully we can manage until tomorrow. Chris has to work overnight tonight, and April said I could come there with the dogs, but Lady B would probably just yell the whole time, so we're going to try and stay warm as possible here. That's good. Stay warm. We're just talking. The weather's saying it's going to go to -10 to -20 with the wind chill tonight, so please stay warm. Please stay warm. Dale says, I'm happy about my purchases last night. I already have the beads picked out to go with them. Can't wait to get them. They're going to come out pretty quick to you because my new system that I finally got up and running here a little bit, hopefully anyway, they're going to come out pretty quick. It's not going to be, I'm still working through it. But the new system is starting to work better and things are starting to go out faster. Like I said, some people may get a mix of some of their older things with newer things, and they may see that some things are still in waiting, some things are still in the middle of the transition, but we will definitely things are coming out faster. It's working. I can feel it. Like, I'm probably more overjoyed than everyone else. Everyone's like, take your time, I'm patient, it's fine, no hurries. Me, I'm like, I gotta get this stuff out. So thank you for all of you who have been patient, and it is working. Oh, Andrew said, don't forget Beat in the New Year. That's a good thing. Andrew says, if our cats wouldn't freak out, you could stay with us. Yeah, our cats would probably, the cats and dog combination probably would not be ideal. So this is, whoops, I'm pulling up the wrong thing everywhere. Let's see here. That's what I want. The Bead in the New Year calendar. Today is the 14th, and it is Tell Us a Story. Create a piece that reflects a chapter of your life. Have y'all done that project today? That's the Bead in the New Year prompt for today. Create a piece that reflects a chapter in your life. Dale says, my central heat wasn't working, and I managed with a small heater in the bedroom and then ordered a small heater for the living area. And my new weighted heating pad for my knees helped too. Oh my goodness. Dale says, I love getting notes in the mail that my packages are on the way. Nice. Yeah, I like packages. I don't order a lot of stuff though myself. I don't know. I don't usually need a lot of stuff. Usually my things are big things. If I need to order something, it's generally like I'm gonna be like it's a new iPad, or like my stuff is big expensive stuff at once. I don't order a lot of small little things. But and that's mainly because we have to put most of our money back into the business. Don't get me wrong, I would love to order more things. And I can't wait. My hair's getting cut tomorrow. I can't wait for that either. All right, let me flip this camera around. And let me also get the other thing out here. Oh, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. Let me see how this is going to go. Settings, camera, front camera, back camera. Is that going to be the better camera? How big is that? Don't mirror my camera. Do I want it that way, or do I want this way? I don't want that way. I want it this way. What's this camera going to do? That one should be good. That one's going to allow me to get close, I think, and farther away. All right. This is giving me a very narrow view, but like I said, I can't go landscape because StreamYard was acting up today. So we're going to do our best tonight. We're going to do our best. That's what we always do. It's all we can do is do our best with what we're given. We're pretty good at that here at Allegory Gallery. We're used to not always having, so we are good to go. Anna is finally home. Yay. Oh, where were you? Anna says, I like this vertical view. Some people really like it. If depending on how you watch, if you watch on your phone, and you know, sometimes it's better this way, but also some people don't like it. That's okay. Just depends where you're watching. If you're watching on a TV, not ideal. Sorry, had to take a drink. Rehydration time. Okay, what do I have? Number one. These were, we had these at $15. I'm going to do this one at $12. There's only one of these left. Diane says, I appreciate the offer even if it wouldn't work. When I talked to my mom a little bit ago, she said she was grateful that I have April and both of you as friends because they aren't close enough to easily help if things go wrong. I can't take Lady B anywhere anyway because I worry that she will bark at anyone that isn't me incessantly. Well, she doesn't bark at me on the street, at least. But I don't know how she would be in a enclosed. Anna said, I had a haircut appointment, but it was in the city, so I had to drive home after. Oh. Norma says, yeah, the vertical is a much smaller picture on my TV. It's not so bad on the phone. And Andrew says, I'm on the computer, and it's not so bad. Yeah, I looked at it on my desktop. And it's actually really nice on YouTube on the desktop. I mean, it doesn't go the whole way across the screen, but it's actually not that bad. And of course on Instagram, that's the only way that it looks good, right? Anyway, here we go. We're going to try this. So this is BW1. These are garnets. These are microfaceted little garnets. I will say that on my screen, it is much harder for me to see what I'm doing because it's not as big. So hopefully you can see this. Let me pull this off away from here. See if I can watch it on YouTube because it actually comes out better on YouTube for me. Hopefully you can see that. We're going to do the best we can here today. BW1, strand of garnets. These garnets are 2 millimeter. Oh, those are small. 2mm garnets. 1 strand available. I do have to keep my hand behind it, I think, to make it zoom properly or focus properly. Let me get my email up here as well. And this one has sold. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. We're going to have a number of garnets tonight, y'all. So if you like garnets, I've got some nice garnets tonight. Andrew says, if you need it, Diane, y'all can always come to the cottage. That is, yeah, that's definitely, you can always hang out at the cottage. There's a pull-out couch. We can set you in front of the heater. I don't know if it's, but there is no bathroom. So there is the thing. And this is January birthstone. Yes, it is, right? Also, and I wasn't even thinking of that, but I did some red and pink today because I was thinking Valentine's Day. So there's garnets, and I have a good number of rose quartz pieces as well. Just kind of thinking about planning for Valentine's and thinking about that kind of stuff. Move the bags around here. 1, 2. All right. Speaking of pink, we've got that. These are dyed jade. Where's my ruler? There it is. Let's turn it to inches. I really need to get a different ruler. That's what I need to buy myself. These are 16-inch strands of dyed jade. We had these at 16. I'm going to take them down to 14. Let's do them at 12. What the heck? Let's do them at 12 each. BW2. I got to change all my things around here to figure this out. These are a beautiful, kind of a deep pink color. BW2. And these are 10mm rounds. They're just really pretty, and I thought they'd be great for like a Valentine's Day thing. Just if I can get the light a little better here. Can you get the light balanced? Oh, I think that's a little bit. Is that better in the light? So BW2, they were $16 a strand. Bringing them down to $12 a strand for y'all. Beautiful dyed jade. Pink rounds at 10mm. Anna says, that's a pretty pink bubble gum. Yes, it is. Susan says, I don't think Marianne would approve of BW2, though. No, she would not. This is not a Marianne's pink. This is not for Marianne. Diane says, I think we'll be okay. The furnace is still producing heat, but we think the blower is broken. It will kick on. When the blower doesn't kick on after a few minutes, it turns off again. However, some heat is still being produced and rising into the upper floors to a point. It's colder than normal, but not freezing, at least. That's good. Well, if you need to, you know we're up late. If you need to make a trip to the cottage or you need something like that, we're here. I don't think there's much we can do about helping with the furnace, but although I did learn how to clean ours at the shop, so you never know. All right. Let's see what we've got. These are really pretty. 1, 2 of these. And these we're just going to put at, oh, they're really pretty. These are petersite. Normally they would be like 16. I'm going to do those. What did I do? I'm going to do those at 12 too. $12. $12. And this is a useful skill. I know. I want to take the cover off the one here at the house and see if I can clean it to make it more, because the one at the store got much more efficient, I think, once I cleaned it out. Surprise, surprise. So I want to kind of see if I can work that magic with the one at the house, so it's not always running as much too. But I'm scared to take it apart and do it while it's this cold. It's not something that I trust myself to do just quite well enough yet. And it's not the same furnace, so I don't know. We've sold one of these so far. That was quick. Thank you so much, BW3. These are super beautiful. And these are 6 millimeters, 6 to 6.5 millimeters. Beautiful stones. 2 of them available. Actually, 1 of them available. 1 left, $12. Oh, and if you're new, this is the lot number that you send in an email to info@allegorygallery.com. This is the price each, and this is how many lots at that price are available. That's how we do it. All right. And it says that's a nice close-up view. Thank you. I'm thinking this works. And it says I can't wait to see what Andrew puts together for the Mocha collection. Yeah, the Mocha Madness kit. Did you all get your Mocha Madness kit? I don't know if we have any available still. Do we still have Mocha Madness kits available? Let me take a look. Let me check the online store. Oops, that's the wrong window. Let me see how many. I'll actually go into the back of house here and see how many kits we still have. Because I'm interested to know. I think we sold at least half, maybe over half of them so far, and we barely talked about them. So there's a Mocha Madness kit out there right now. And Andrew's putting together some good stuff for that. I think you're going to like them. He's already done a pendant up for them. So it's $24 for the kit, and it comes with one of Andrew's polymer pendants, which are $10 to $12, depending on the size. So these are going to be like $12 pendants. So that's half the kit money already that you would have spent just buying the pendant by itself. These are stunning. Now this is Peter's site again. Let's see. We had these at, what number am I on? BW4. We had these. That was a really good price already. Wow. We had these at 110, which was, I'm going to bring them down to 75. I'm going to bring them down to 75. That's the deal of the century. I don't know about the deal of the century, but that's a really good deal. These are Petersite. They're already made into necklaces, but it's really good quality. This is like some good grade Petersite here. You got lots of the blue in there, and it's got that cat's eye flash. Like, look at that. It's like blue tiger eye. People keep asking us, do you have blue tiger eye? Do you have blue tiger eye? This is just as good, if not better. And this is Petersite. And these are faceted rondelles. Do you see? You can see that. Look at that cat's eye flash in there. They're on sterling silver chain and lobster claws. And look at the beautiful color. This is a good close-up, isn't it? These are good close-ups. I'm still looking. It takes me a while to get into the system here. We've got a lot of products, y'all. We've got a lot of products. Yes, we do still have a few of the kits available, but we've sold over half of them. So if you want to get yours, we've sold about 2/3 of them. So if you want to get yours, grab your kit now. It's available at allegorygallery.com, Mocha Madness. And a lot of these colors, like these blues, like look how good these blues go with browns. They grow together. That's how they are. Now, these are two different sizes. So there are two different ones of these. If you want the smaller one, you can request the smaller one. If you want the larger one, you can request the larger one. This one is about 7 millimeters. These ones are about 8 millimeters. All right. So not much of a difference, but enough of a difference you can definitely see it. And it must be after 9 o'clock because my screen went. There we go. Now we're the right color. But look at how pretty. Are they coming across that pretty to you all? Can you see it there? Can you see it? And these should be at least 16-inch strands. They are 16-inch strands without the chain. Without the chain. Yeah, I'm looking on my screen. I can see the close-up. How nice. Woo, those look good. All right. All right, that's the lowest price we have ever offered on those. They will never be that low again, just so you know. If you like those, grab them today. Grab them today. That's an exceptional Peter site. You don't see it that good usually. All right, next up. Whoa, whoa, where'd you go? Next up, we have a strand of carnelian. I'm gonna do $10 on that for y'all. $10, one strand available. Let me check the size of this strand real quick so you know. This is about a 14-inch strand of really nice quality carnelian ovals. BW5, $10. Look at how juicy. I hope they're coming across as juicy on your screen as they show up on mine. Let me see what they're looking like. I'm a little delayed watching. Oh yeah, they look good. Juicy carnelian. These ovals, let me grab this one here. It's about 8 millimeters by about 11. 8 by 11, BW5, one strand available. Gorgeous carnelian. $10. That's it, $10. If you're new to us, you may not know, we buy things in small quantities so that we can buy a variety of things. We would prefer to do a variety of things rather than just buy, you know, like 18 of the same thing. Well, I mean, we would love to do that, but we're a small business. So we do like to buy a variety, though. So sometimes we only have one or two of something. And that's how we do. That's how we do. BW6, $12. This is Red Adventurine. Red Adventurine coins. Red Adventurine is really orange. If you're wondering why it's orange, that's the way it is. Red Adventurine is rarely red. It's actually this color. And these are really pretty 10 millimeter coins. Kind of table cut, right? Just flat. No facets. And this strand is 16 inches. Regular size strand, full strand, 16 inches. Well, that's a full strand back in the day. A lot of times now they're 14-inch strands. BW6, $12. One strand available. don't know what we're going to eat tonight. We don't have much leftovers left over. Let's see, this one. And this is BW7. Let's put this at $14. $14. This is a shorty strand. This is what? About 7-inch strand of electroplated quartz nuggets. These are some odd nuggets too. They're really cool if you like the odd stuff like I do. Electroplated quartz nuggets, $14, BW7. And they are all different sizes. Wow, they're shining bright here. They're about 9 millimeters. I don't know if you can see that, how much they're shining. But they're really cool. I think they would make a great bracelet. I would turn that into a bracelet. Super cool. BW7, $14. Electroplated quartz. One strand available. If you're out there, please make sure you hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the love, hit the share. YouTube sends me a thing every week letting me know how many people, what they thumbs up, what they liked, what they sent. Oops, I forgot the paper again. I like seeing those stats. Come on. The bag doesn't want to close. EW8. What is next? We had this at 16. Let's just drop it down to 14. And let me see how many of these we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. BW8. $14. This is rose quartz. I'm going to say that it has also been dyed, or at least augmented in some way. These are 16-inch strands. It is very intense pink. And I think at this price point, if that were natural, the price point would be much higher. So I'm going to say dyed rose quartz. $14 a strand, but they are really nice, and they are much darker than what I'm seeing on my screen. They're a good 8 millimeters, and they're a really nice deep pink color for rose quartz. So if you're looking for rose quartz for Valentine's Day, it's a good price. 16-inch strand, 8 millimeter rounds, BW8. BW8. It's gotten quiet. Everybody's still out there? What's going on? Everybody's super quiet. What's going on? Y'all still with me? Hopefully. BW9. Have you been watching any good shows lately? Give me a new show. We've been trying to find a new show to watch. It's not always easy to find a good new show. Ooh, this is a nice little strand. We had this at 24. Let's bring it down to 20. I think 22 is the lowest we dropped it to before when we had these. We have just one left though, so I'm going to do it at 20. And it is a beautiful labradorite. really it should be more than that. Because look at the quality of those stones and the color, the flash you get out of them. They're almost clear, and you're still getting that amazing flash. One strand available, faceted ovals, and BW9 has sold already. Thank you so much. For the person who bought it, let me give you the size at least on these so you know what you're getting. That is a 16-inch strand, and it is about 5.5 by 7 millimeter bead. Look at that. Ooh, so nice. Okay, it's sold though. It's sold. Sorry, y'all. Charlie's debating what else to work on tonight. What are your options, Charlie? What are the options? I'll help you decide. Anybody else want me to help them decide? I'll pick for you so you don't have to pick. How about that? Full service here. BW10. Suzanne says, has anyone seen American Primitive? I don't think we watched that. I don't believe so. Susan says, watching The Curse of Oak Island on History Channel right now. I think someone else was watching that before. Someone else was talking about that. I've never watched that. Charlie says, so many options. More chalk pastels, sewing a pillowcase, or watercolor. Let's see. We had this at 18. I'm going to drop this down to 12. 12. I'm going to say do a watercolor, Charlie. Do a watercolor. This is a chip strand, rose quartz chips. And this strand is a big strand. This goes to 8 inches at least, 8, 16, 24, 32. 4 times. 8, 16, 24, 32. 24. Am I right? 32. Yes. Can I do third grade math? Charlie says watercolor it is. See, that's the thing. Charlie says not sure what to do for pastels or watercolor, but the pillowcase is part of a trade. Oh, maybe you should have done that. But I was listening to this thing, and they talk about if you can't make a decision, you can ask someone else, right? You can ask someone to help you make the decision. And even if they tell you something that you don't want to do, at least that enforces the idea that you don't want to do that, and you'll end up picking the thing that you want to do anyway, right? So even if Charlie really didn't want to do the watercolor, and I said watercolor, she could be like, you know what? I just decided I really don't want to do the watercolor. So you can always do it that way, right? Charlie says, I also made a foot soak and it is hot. Says, I can do the pillowcase later, LOL. All right. All right. Yeah, do the watercolor. What are you going to do a watercolor on now? What did we watch? We finished watching that Goosebumps. These are really pretty. Only $12 for that huge strand. Nobody's taking me up on it. Nobody likes the chips anymore? All right. Okay. Okay. I can't remember. I think Andrew and I started watching something else last night. Because we had one episode of the Goosebumps to watch, and we watched that. And I thought we started watching something else, but I can't remember now. Charlie says, that's good advice. My friend often asks me things and then argues with me when I say what I suggest, so she wants to reinforce. She says, no, good point. Now I need to figure out what to paint. Yeah, you don't need to reinforce it. You just suggest it, and if they don't want to do it, that'll help them come to their own terms if they didn't actually want to do that thing, right? Sometimes you just go back and forth, like, oh, should I do that? You just ask someone, and when they tell you the thing that you don't want to hear, you'll know it right away. It'll help you decide. Oh, let me do these. I did these. Let's do these for I have 4 of these. They were $15. Let's give you a little bit of a break at $13. $13 each. These are peach moonstone. Peach moonstone. Little. They're really pretty. And I really think they're cool. I like them because they're not all the same. Right? Let me show them to you. You'll get a better idea of them. Peach moonstone beads. I don't even know what shape to call them because they are all different. They're not quite chips because they're actually kind of shaped, but they're just really cool. And when you're looking for something to add a little bit of something extra or make a little chain of something, these are a good thing to have. These strands are approximately, let's see here, where am I? It's blue on blue. 13-inch strands. 13-inch strands of peach moonstone. It's got a lot of chatoyance in them. Pretty colors. BW11. I need to figure out what are you going to paint? What are you going to paint? What are your options for things to paint then, Charlie? Let's keep this going. BW12. What else do I have in here? Ooh, these were 15. Let's do them at 12. Let me see how many that I have. Michelle says we're going to watch Oak Island later on. And Susan says, I won't reveal any spoilers here. Good, right? Don't spoil it. No spoilers. Oh, I've only got 3 of these. I love this shape. Oh, I love this shape. These are like half moon shaped. These are garnets. They're garnets. Come on. They're faceted and they're like a half moon shape. Such pretty color, but really interesting shape. If you're going to do celestial things, that's a really good thing. Stars and moons, you can use these as a moon and earrings. And these strands of garnets, really pretty color in these. Super pretty color. These are approximately 14-inch strands. These are newer strands, so they're the shorter 14-inch strands that you're seeing now. But look at that. Isn't that a cool shape? I love this. So there you go. And these are approximately 4 millimeters by 5. 4 by 5 millimeters. And we just sold 1 of those. Thank you so much. There are 2 left at that $12 price, and then they're gone. I don't know if we'll get these again or not. This is from one particular supplier we get these from, and we don't usually see them from anywhere else. And I don't know if they're going to have them again. So if you like those, I know some people may have gotten those from us before. If you like them, grab them now, I would suggest. Because we may not see those again. BW13. Okay. Some of you like these tubes, these square tubes. I'm just going to price these. There's only 1 left. I'm going to price it to sell, hopefully right now. Anna says, so pretty. Did I get number 1? You did, Anna. You did. You got number 1. BW13 are these onyx black square elongated rectangles, or just rectangles, 3D rectangles, square tubes. Onyx, it's a whole strand of these. This is an older 16-inch strand. These are approximately 4.2 by 13.3. One strand of the onyx tubes, squares, rectangles, whatever you want to call them. One strand left, $8. Anna says, okay, that what I need more. More garnets? You always need more garnets, Anna. Who doesn't need more garnets? Charlie says, I can paint something for my friend to cheer her up, a landscape, person, or something weird. Is my hold pile growing too big? I've been wanting to visit, but the weather hasn't been a team player. No, Charlie, it's all right. It's all right. I have some of your stuff sorted. Some of it I may not even have sorted yet. I was talking earlier in the show, I'm like in between methods of sorting and shipping and all that. And I know you generally pick up when you can. So I have some stuff, and I have some stuff probably that I'm still sorting for you. And if you ever want us to ship, we'll ship to you too. No big deal. Whatever you'd like to do, but you're welcome to keep things on hold. No hurry. We don't have a lot of people coming into the store yet, so there's not a big rush to move things out of the storage. Charlie says, okay, thank you. I feel bad I couldn't make it over. That's okay. No problem. I say, I'm always going to say cheer up a friend. So that's what I'm going to say to do. Paint something to cheer up a friend. Andrew says, I'm sad too, Charlie. Make me a painting too, right? There you go. Cheer up Andrew, Charlie. Anna says, sorry, I needed the little faceted rounds more than the fun moons. All right. Who knows? Those moons are a good deal. This is aquamarine. Beautiful quality aquamarine. Now, these normally retail around $90. I'm going to do a really nice big drop for you all. We've dropped them a little bit before. I'm going to drop them even further. I'm going to do them at $65 only. These are immaculate aquamarine, very, very light aquamarine. Just that kiss of that kind of aqua color. Super clear, high-grade aquamarine drops. And these strands are about, let me see, about 7.5-inch strands. Angela says, beautiful aquamarine, right? Super gorgeous. Oh, hello, Julie. Thank you for joining us out. Super beautiful, very light, just kissed with aquamarine. Andrew says, I was thinking about having a show called All Good Things, and it'll be about all good luck symbols. That's cool. That'd be cool. $65 each only on that aquamarine. BW14. BW14. Oh, we sold 13. Those were the onyx tubes. Thank you so much. BW15. Ooh. Where did these come from? Wow, I didn't even know we had these. Okay. These are onyx marquee cut. I'm gonna say normally that would be about a $24 strand. I'm not gonna take it too low because I just found out about these. You know, sometimes we don't know we have the things we have. Sometimes they get put away. They're a marquee drop, onyx, BW15. I'm going to do them at $22 for y'all instead of the $24. I know it's not a huge reduction, but that's a really good price. I think that's a 16-inch strand. Really beautiful. I just love those little black leaves. How fun would those be in a bracelet? Like, look at that. Put a little maybe a micro-faceted spinel in between. Give a little bit of bling in between those. That'd be pretty nice. BW15, 2 of them available. Onyx marquee cut drops. Charlie says, I can do 2. Just tell me where to mail Andrews. Oh boy, you're starting something now. You're starting something now. I'm going to start doing painting for trade of beads. Okay. BW16. What is next? Oh, these are so nice. Okay, so I think these are stunning, but I also know that some people don't seem to like the briolets. And I don't know why, but these are beautiful briolets. They're a dyed chalcedony. I'm going to do them at $24 a strand. Normally I'd price these higher. Dyed chalcedony, it's not always a cheap date, especially in these little briolets, faceted briolets. Look at that. Beautiful. Dyed chalcedony. It has such a nice warm glow to it. You can see that kind of glow through there. I love these. And these are approximately, let me see if I can get these in the calipers, about 8 millimeters by 5 millimeters. Right on point, 8 by 5 millimeters. 2 strands available, $24 a strand. Look how nice those are. Dyed chalcedony. Get the green, get ready for St. Patrick's Day out there too. Got a lot of good holidays coming up, right? These will also be great for Easter. They're kind of a pastel-y green. Get ready for spring, springtime. Put those with some yellow. I could see that with some of the brown too, the mocha mousse with that green. Ooh, nice, nice. BW17. What's coming up next in here? Sometimes I feel like I'm running out, and then I dig deeper, and there's more. Do you have bigger briolets? Those were kind of small. Maybe not tonight. I don't think I do tonight. I'll have to see. I don't remember. What are those small for, though? Those are like good earrings. Drop earring, put them on a chain, put a few of them on different lengths of chain and make an earring of those. Ooh, I don't know. I don't see that being done very often. I don't know why. I think they're so pretty when you do earrings like that. Okay. This is citrine. And we had this little strand at 10. I'm going to take it down to 8. And it says you're a magician pulling things out of your bag of tricks. I feel like it sometimes, right? Citrine, kind of saucers. We had some quartz like this the other night. I don't know if anybody grabbed those, but this is the citrine version of that. Beautiful color in these too. And there is nice color, even though the string's yellow. It's a little hard sometimes to see the color, but I think I'm just looking on the screen and I think you can see the color just fine. I have it up on my desktop from YouTube. These are about 15 in. This is a 15-inch strand. Donna says St. Patrick's Day is my birthday. Nice. That's what we consider all of our cats' birthdays too. Paolo and Babette's was, and all the other cats since pretty much followed suit. That's when we celebrate. Excuse me. Barnaby and Gilbert's, we didn't know their exact date, but it was around that time, so we always just celebrated together. And the girls are a little off that. We do know kind of their exact date. We always celebrate pretty much the same time. That's like birthday day. Charlie says, ooh, those citrine saucers, 8 out of 10 would eat. Don't eat the beads. Don't eat the beads, everybody, but they are luscious. It doesn't help when I say they're luscious and then don't eat them, right? BW18. Let's see here. What else do I have here? What do I want to do next? These. There's only one of these available. We're sticking with citrine a little bit. These were 36. We're going to cut them down to 30 because I've only got one strand left. One strand left. These are the quatrefoils. People have loved these. These are the quatrefoil beads in citrine. One strand remains of these. That's it. Last one. No more of these. If you like that shape, get it now. Getting's good at $30 only. One strand left. They are faceted, quatrefoil shaped citrine beads. This is a 16-inch strand. BW18. Last one. Quatrefoil. And they are approximately 17.5 millimeters. They should be about the same. 17.5 millimeters. BW18. One strand left. Going. I like those a lot. Do a good deal. Close those out. Probably never see that again. That's a shape we've only seen from one place like one time. Julie says, William, do you know when you'll ship stuff purchased last week or so? Yours I'm getting ready. I don't think it'll go out before this weekend, but it should go out next week is the plan for yours because I'm getting your box together. I have to, your box is too big and the post office has actually been out of, I need a medium priority box, Julie. So that is one of the main things. Because they've been out of medium priority boxes. I just went again today and they didn't have any out for me to grab. This is a strand of garnets. This is a 14-inch strand. We had these at 20. They're really nice color, really deep color garnets. But I'm going to do them for 16 for you tonight. One strand left. It's like a closeout night. It's like a closeout night tonight. Got one of this, two of that. These are really good color garnets. You can see that deep color, that red, almost purpley color. And, oops, come on. Trying to get the string out of the way. Come on, string, get out of the way. There we go. Beautiful deep color on those. And they are about, they're all a little different, these little pebbles. Garnet pebbles, they're about 5 millimeters by about 7.5. BW19. $16, one strand left. I like those. They're so nice. They're really nice in person. I don't know how they're coming across my screen. They look a little light. They're nice, deep, dark color. Let's see here. BW20. Here's another 20 down to 16. Let's drop this down to 16. Another strand of beautiful garnets. This time, I'll show you this shape. One strand left of these. Check that cutout. Beautiful garnets again. Faceted, I don't even know what you want to call that shape. It's kind of, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a hexagon, but it's not. It looks, I don't know what it looks like, a placard of some sort. I don't know. It looks cool. It's a cool shape. I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know what that shape is. Anybody know? Anybody know those geometry names? They are garnets. I know that. They're beautiful. Very deep purpley garnets. And this is a 16-inch strand of these. 15 to 16 inches. BW20. So I said I got the garnets and I got the rose quartz out a lot, thinking about Valentine's Day. BW20. What did I just do the bag with that? There it is. Let's see here. BW21. We had these. These were $15. I'm bring them down to 10 for y'all. Whoa! These go really great with pink. They're gray. And they're gray agate. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 of them. 5 of them available. Gray agate rounds. They're really pretty. Light gray color. They go great with the pinks, the reds. Gray goes really well with many, many colors. It's a good neutral. when you don't want to use a white or a black. Give it a little something different. These are, I believe, 8 millimeters. And they're only $10 a strand. And these strands are 16-inch strands. Let me show you. Really pretty. I love these. I love gray. I wear my gray hoodie or gray sweater almost every day. It's one of my layering things. I just love gray because it goes with so many colors. You don't have to worry about it. Like if you see these with, let's see, gray with the green. I'll show you gray with some green. Look how pretty that is. Gray with green, perfect. Gray with, what do I have? Oh, here's some of these. The rose quartz. Look how beautiful that is together. So pretty. How can you not love that? That's with the BW8. That was the BW8 rose quartz. Oh yeah. Here's gray with the BW6, which is the red aventurine. Great with that as well. And yeah, BW5, which is the carnelian, a little bit darker than the red aventurine. See how wonderful gray is with so many colors. So these are BW21. They really help the other colors. It really helps the other colors pop. Let's go with a deeper pink to show you. This is BW2. BW2. Look how the gray really sets off the other colors. So if you have something and you have a more expensive gemstone, you make a bracelet, for example, just for example, out of mostly gray, but you throw a few of those other colors in there to make it pop, and that gray will make those colors pop right out. So it's a great to save yourself some money if you're making things. You can buy the $10 strands of the gray agate and add the pops of color with some of your more expensive gemstones, and it'll really set them off. You know, the only way to make things is not to have like more, I mean, these aren't expensive, but to have, you don't have to have all the expensive stuff together. You can spread it out, and sometimes it makes it pop even more. We've sold some of the BW21s. Thank you so much. We've still got some left. We've sold 2, got 3 of them left if you're interested. So who has done the Beat in the New Year post today? Who's done the Beat in the New Year post today? Anybody? Anybody do it? Let's get in touch with your inner child. No, what am I saying? Tell us a story. Create a piece that reflects a chapter of your life. I haven't been on Facebook much today yet. I'm too busy packing, shipping. Packing, shipping, packing, shipping. Oh, these are nice. I was way behind. All right, there's no such thing as being behind for Beat in the New Year. No such thing as being behind, because you can do them in any order, out of order, it does not matter. Let's do these at, do $24 on these. BW22. These are graduated, faceted rondelles of rose quartz. Sorry, I hid my hiding everything. BW22. They start out at about 4.7 or 4.5 millimeters, and they graduate up. To this one is 13. Oops, come on. About 13 and a half. 13 and a half. Graduated rose quartz. BW22. Really nice quality. Beautiful rose quartz. Really pretty. We have 2 strands of this available, and these are 16-inch strands. BW22. Whoops, did I drop the other one? Here, I'll show you the other one just so you can see it too. There's the other one. Just as beautiful as the first. Those could be restrung and made right into a necklace real quick. Or use them for anything else, right? BW23. How about these? Let's do these. These at $12 each. 2 of them available. Carnelian. Carnelian kind of cubes, kind of. A little rough cuts, but really good color. BW23. I like these. I like these because they're so vibrant in color. They're such good carnelian stones. 4.5 approximately by almost 6. Trying to get them on the screen where you can see them better. BW23. $12 each. 2 strands available. Juicy. These are juicy. These are like tangerine colored carnelian juiciness. And these are about 15-inch strands. 15-inch strands. Dominion says, I like those too. They're pretty. Super pretty. BW23. $12. BW24. What I got in here? Is that a full strand? 2 of these available. 2 of these available. These are a dyed blue topaz. $12 each. 2 of them available. Dyed blue topaz. It's kind of like that aquamarine. They're kissed with a little bit of blue. And these are 6 millimeters. And these are vintage strands, so they should be 16 inches. Yeah, they're 15 inches. Maybe not as vintage as I thought. 15 inches. Dyed blue topaz. Two strands available, $12 each. They would go really well with those aquamarines we had earlier if you were using them together. Dyed blue topaz and very light kissed aquamarine. Beautiful. Okay, let me get this back in order. This one there. And this one goes, whoa! This one goes in here. Charles says, juicy, tasty carnelians. Not tasty. No, no, no. No, 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 no. EW25. Ooh, these are nice. Wow, are these nice? Okay. Let's do these 32, but not for you all tonight. We'll do them at 28. 28 for the strand. Dominion says the past two are such elegant, wintry looking beads. The blues, yes. Yes, they are. Okay, so these are golden rutilated quartz nuggets. Golden rutilated quartz nuggets. You can see, hopefully you can see the rutiles in there, rutiles. Look at them. Look at them. Wow, when you hit, oh, there's so many. There's so many in each one. Hopefully you're seeing those on camera. Because there are, of course you can see some, but hopefully you're seeing the smaller shards of them too. BW25, only $28. If you know this is a steal. Wow, look at those. Look at how beautiful. You don't see things like this very often. Michelle says, so pretty. Yes, they are. And it just keeps going and going and going. Oh, I'm a little bit mesmerized. These are really, really nice. And they are graduated from one end to the other. So the first nugget, faceted nugget, is about 10 millimeters by about 15 and a half, all the way up to about 17 and a half by 22. Golden rutilated quartz. One strand available. $28. $28. That's a vintage strand. That's from the vintage collection. I can tell because of the original bag it was in. Oh, and I didn't tell you how long it is. That's a 16-inch strand. 16-inch strand. Well, Suzanne said that cornelian looked like it would taste like apples. Don't eat the beef, y'all. Why are you always trying to make things taste like something? That's danger talk. Danger talk. Everyone's still doing well out there? Having a good time? I hope so. I like chatting with y'all, hanging out with y'all. Not too many, not... Charlie says Susan gets it. But Suzanne gets it, right? All right. This is a very, very tiny microfaceted blue goldstone. This is not a natural gemstone. It is a human-made gemstone. But can you see all the beautiful sparkles in there? Blue goldstone, microfaceted. This is 3 millimeters. Donna's got to go. It's an early start tomorrow. Says, thank you, William, and have a great rest of the evening, everyone. You too, Donna. I do have to get up early, too. I got to go get an oil change. I got to get a haircut before I get my day started tomorrow. So I think we're going to go to 30 tonight. BW26. Oh, this one's already sold. I'm sitting here showing it, and it's already sold. I need to keep an eye on my email. This is a 16-inch strand. Look at how goodness. Okay. Anyway, it's sold. Thank you so much. BW27. Okay. Y'all know what we sell the individual fluorite beads for when they're the nice big green fluorite, right? They're like $3 to $4 a bead. I'm doing a whole strand tonight. $24. Green fluorite. $24 for the whole strand. Andrew says, go to 40 so we have gas money for ECU. Okay, I'll see what I got. If I've got 40 in here, I'll see what I've got. Without Andrew here, some of them I don't know. Some of them I don't know what. I have some stones, but I don't know what they are. Dominion says, what kind of stone was 25? That was golden rutilated quartz. It's the rutiles that are the gold in there. You can look it up. Rutilated quartz. BW27. These are approximately 13.5 by 18 millimeter nuggets. One strand available. I'm only doing one at this price for sure because I can cut these up and sell them individually. $2 to $3 a stone. 16-inch strands. BW27. $24. One strand of it. Know what I do with the bag? Oh. Andrew tells me go to 40. All right. All right. Let's see what I've got here. Let's see what I've got here to get to 40. Ooh, is this a nice... Oh my goodness. Ah. 66 was the original. I'm going to bring it down to 50. One time only. One time only. Guys, this is nice. And just so I can show you, this is a vintage strand. And just to show you, there's the old price tag. And this is some top quality amethyst. Faceted coins. Beautiful stones. Look at that color. Not dyed, natural color. That's why the price is higher. Beautiful amethyst. $50, one-time deal. Stunning. Look at the deep color in that. These are about 11 millimeters on there. The tag says 10, but that's because they probably didn't have digital calipers. And then this strand is, this is a 14-inch strand. 14-inch strand. Faceted coins and amethyst. Michelle says, I wish YouTube was clearer so I could see everything. It's not clear? My YouTube is clear. I don't know why. Maybe it's with what's going on over there. Look how pretty those are. Michelle says, I know it's because it's the high winds. Oh, that makes sense. So pretty. It's also very clear on Instagram. Maybe try Instagram, Michelle. Since we're streaming vertical, you'll see a nice big picture on Instagram. Charlie says, I ended up having an idea for Andrew first instead of my other friend. Oh boy, Andrew's getting a painting, it sounds like. What about me? What about me, Charlie? Why is Andrew getting everything? It's the connection, it won't matter. You never know. Depending on how other places compress the signal, because everyone compresses the signal, Instagram might compress it in a way that comes over better for you. These are beautiful. These are going to be $22. I'm going to put them at $22. These were 26 at least before at one point. These are a smoky quartz. Particular way, kind of. Beautiful smoky quartz though. Really nice smoky quartz. If you like that kind of thing, I do. I love smoky quartz. I know a lot of people just think it's eh. We don't sell a lot of smoky quartz. I don't know why. 15 millimeters approximately by 12. Charlie says he asked first. I can do one for you too. BW 29. Michelle says love smoky quartz. Me too. It's such a nice stone. Like it's one of those magical stones to me. Like that should be glass, right? It should be glass, but it's not. And it's so transparent. Look at that. It's like, how does that happen in nature? How does that happen? BW29. BW30. Dominion says it's pretty amazing these things exist, isn't it? This is approximately a 13-inch strand of faceted rose quartz diamond shapes. Beautiful rose quartz. It's also deeper colored in person than I'm seeing on my camera screen. That's normal with rose quartz and pink things. Pink's always more intense in person. But lovely faceting. Just an interesting shape, a shape you don't see very often, I think. You can call them corner drilled squares. Andrew often calls them corner drilled squares. I call them diamond shapes. See the faceting on them. Beautiful rose quartz. And they are approximately 12 millimeters. 12 millimeters. Smoky quartz's points. I'm not sure why not tumbled. I don't know either. I don't know. I love it. I love it. I guess it always seems magical to me. Oops, I didn't put that. I gotta put that old price tag back with that amethyst so I know. So I know. 30 has sold. Thank you so much. BW31. Let's do this one at, that was 16, that was shorter. These are nice. Let's go up to 22. 22 on this. BW31. Quartz, faceted ovals. This is a 16-inch strand. I probably should have gone up a little bit more on that. Faceted ovals, really pretty. They would go great with those corner drilled squares or those diamonds. Let me just show you. These were those. Look, if you had those in between those, look how nice. They're just about the same color in person too, which is really nice. It's BW31, $22. Faceted ovals in rose quartz, and these ovals are about 12 millimeters by 16. 12 by 16, one strand available. Really pretty strand. Lots of good, the faceting really gives it a shine. Just the little flashes of light. It's not a super hard stone, so you're not getting a lot of that. It's not like a sapphire flash, but you still got a lot of good flash on there. 16-inch strand, BW31, $22. Okay, I've got 6 of these. 6 of these. These are onyx chips. And I'm going to do them for you know what? $8 each. $8 each. Super good deal for y'all. Onyx chips. And they are about 8 by 5 millimeters or so. They do vary. I'm looking at these. They were marked onyx. They've got flash though. I don't think these are onyx chips. I don't know what that would be. It's darker than gray moonstone, but it's got a moonstone flash. Andrew, are you still watching? These don't look like onyx. And my price is probably low on those. That's got some chatoyance there. That's like a cat's eye. Oh, it's rainbow obsidian. Rainbow obsidian. That makes more sense. That wasn't even coming to my brain. Well, there they are. Volcanic glass. So rainbow obsidian. That's what that flash is from. I'll leave them at $8. What the heck? Rainbow obsidian. That's some good stuff too in those chips. For chips, that's some good color that you're getting and good flash that you're getting. So BW32, $8 each, 6 of them available. Rainbow obsidian. I'm going to write that on this tag and get rid of the other tag. Because those were not onyx, for sure. Oh, I didn't even tell you the length of this. I got so caught up in that. Those are 15-inch strands. 15-inch strands of rainbow obsidian chips. $8. One, two, 3 of these. 3 of these. I'm going to do these at $12 each. It's a pretty gray jasper. Jasper round, smooth round. And these are approximately 7.5 millimeters. Gray jasper, smooth rounds. And these are 16-inch strands. Dominion says, I wish I knew more about geology. You know, it's always useful, right? BW33, $12 a strand. 3 strands available. These are really pretty. Beautiful jasper. Me, like silverleaf jasper. I don't know my jaspers that well. And these came to us vintage. Oops. There it is, BW33. Okay. I'm running out of room on the desk. BW34. BW34. Let me get this. Just take this strand off of here. Do this at $12. This is African turquoise, quote unquote, African turquoise. I don't believe this is real turquoise. I think it's made to look like turquoise. African turquoise drops. But it's really good looking for sure. It looks really close to a turquoise. BW34. $12 for the strand. One strand available. Andrew said it's just a pretty jasper from Africa. They're about 7 by 10. $12 for the strand. And the strand length is 16 millimeters, or 16 inches. 16 inches. Look how beautiful it is, though. Make some faux turquoise stuff with that. That looked great. Really, really similar. Charlie says, yo, was half summoned, right? Half summoned. Charlie says, we learn a lot here. Good. I learn a lot from Andrew, for sure. Hopefully y'all do too. Hopefully y'all do too. Andrew's going to have to help me with this one, Andrew. Andrew, you know what stone that is? It was marked at 18. I'm going to leave it at 18. Is this a, what's that? Wow, I just went blank. The one that looks soapy. What is that stone? Anybody got any guesses? Calcite. Calcite. I think this is calcite. Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong. Yellow calcite. It looks like, but not at 18. This is what it was. It's a nice shape. I like it. Shape. This is a 16-inch strand. Oh, we sold the 34. Thank you so much. That was the African turquoise, the jasper from Africa. BW 35. It looks like calcite to me. 10 by 14 millimeters. There we go. I pulled these when I thought Andrew was going to be here with me, which is why I was going to stop at 30. I wasn't sure what some of these are, so that's why I'm asking Andrew now over the camera. BW36. Let's see. Let's do this. $10. $10. This is peridot. Peridot. Little coins. Or ovals. I guess ovals. Beautiful peridot. BW36. $10. Oh, we sold the 35. Thank you so much. That's the yellow one. BW36. $10. Peridot. And these are tiny little ovals. They're about 5.5 by 6.5, I'm going to say. 5.5 by 6.5. Green candy apple, says Dominion, right? Juicy. Don't eat the beads, but that is juicy. I'd be tempted on that one myself, to be honest. BW37. Ooh. Do this one at 22. We have 2 of them available. These are definitely vintage strands. Vintage strands of carnelian nuggets, nugget drops. 2 of them available. Carnelian, vintage carnelian nugget drops. $22 a strand. Really pretty color. Those are 16-inch strands. There's the one. Let me get the other one out to show you the other one. Here's the other one of these. BW37. Beautiful. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, I love carnelian too. It's so warm. Such a good feeling stone. BW37, $22 each. Let me just measure one of these nuggets for you just to give you an idea, because they're all different. About 20 millimeters long. by about 14 wide, let's say. But they are all different. EW37. EW38. Let's do this at 8. EW38, $8. Pre-night chips. Pre-night chips. Really nice. Lots of color in those. Got that black you're looking for in the pre-night. In many of those little, even though they're little stones, you still got a lot of it in there. And this pre-night chip strand is 16, sorry, 8 times 2, 16 inches, $8. The pre-night chips. EW38. Oh, and those chips are approximately around, let's see here, around 8 millimeters. Obviously, give or take. This is a little shorty strand. Let's do it. I don't want to quite go to $8. Let's go to $7. $7. This is about just about a 12-inch strand. 12-inch strand. These jasper rondelles. Beautiful. All different colors in there. It's like the whole rainbow. You've got yellows, you've got greens, you've got reds, you've got oranges, burgundies, blues even, that green blue robin's egg kind of blue. And these are approximately 8 millimeter smooth rondelles for $7. BW39. BW39. Lovely little strand. Lovely, lovely little strand. And the last one tonight, BW40. Let's see here. Let's mark this one. Let's do this at $8. It's just a pretty strand. It's dyed, but it's pretty. It's a dyed agate. It's a dyed agate, but it's really pretty. Oh, I didn't put the paper up. BW40. It's a dyed agate, but it's super pretty. You know I love green. And with that dyed color, you get almost like a chalcedony color. You get almost like, I don't know, beautiful colors. Right? You get some chalcedony kind of green in there. You get almost some of that chrysocolla green. all different kinds of greens, even a little bit of flash in there. BW40. Oh, we just sold a BW30. It was 30. Oh, we had already sold 30. We had already sold 30. That one was already sold. BW40. Those were the corner drilled rose quartz. Those sold earlier. BW40, last one tonight, $8. $8. And this strand is just a little shorter. This one is about a 14-inch strand. It's a 14-inch strand, and these little nuggets are about 10.5 by 14. 10.5 by 14 millimeters. And that's it. And put that in a little baggie. All right, everybody. Okay, let me flip this camera around. Hello again. Let me raise it up, and then camera. This is odd. Vertical is odd for me too. So thank you all so much. I hope you're having a wonderful evening with us. Hope you enjoyed that. We had 40 lots of gemstones tonight, so if you missed anything, please feel free to take a look through, watch the replay, and there's still a lot left. If you have any questions, please feel free to send us an email to info@allegorygallery.com. Don't forget, we will be closed in the Johnstown location this weekend because we will be down in North Carolina. So if you're watching this and you're planning to come to the store this weekend, I'm sorry, we will be closed, but we will be open the next weekend. And we look forward to seeing you then. If you're going to be in North Carolina at the ECU Metal or Material Topic Symposium, please let us know so we can hang out and say hi to one another and meet in person. That'll be really cool. So thank you all so much. And I'm out of here. I'm going to go see if Andrew's going to be ready to be picked up. I don't know if he is or not. I'm going to finish the spreadsheeting here and go pick up Andrew and see what we're going to have for dinner. I have no idea. But thank you all so much. Everything you're purchasing tonight is definitely going to help us between our Airbnb and our travel gas money to get down to ECU, so that we can kind of take that. It's nice that we're going to actually get to go together because we don't often get to do things together. So thank you for your support. Thank you for helping us out. And we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow night. Andrew will be here with you. I will be at my class taking some pottery. Oh, I have some stuff going into the glaze kiln, and if it got in there and came out, I'm very excited to see it. I tried a different method of glazing that I had seen a few people doing online, and I'm very excited to see how it comes out. So hopefully that has come out of the glaze kiln, and I'll be able to show you all maybe tomorrow night. Anyway, thank you all so much, and you'll have Andrew with you tomorrow. So please tune in and share these lives. It really does help. Like I said, YouTube sends me this little thing saying this many people shared, this many people gave you thumbs ups, this many people watched these, this was your most watched video. So I really love seeing that, and it really does help when you hit the share because they are tracking that. They're tracking it enough that they're sending me a special kind of wrap up in our app for the Creator app, that they're literally sending a special wrap up saying how many people shared, how many people tuned in to what videos, and how many people gave thumbs ups. So it really does. We don't just say this because it really does help, and they notice that. So thank you so much, and have a wonderful night, everyone. Bye, everybody.